First of all, I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy schedules to be with us for this webinar. We've had some very, very positive feedback from it, and I hope that you were able to at least garner some nugget of good information from it. There's a lot to absorb. We actually have people that will view it multiple times just to try to get more and more information from it, because Howard does present quite a bit of technical information. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jason Spangler. I am the Flooring Division Manager here at Wagner Meters. I'm responsible for the Rapid RH concrete moisture testing side of things, but I'm also responsible for the line of hand meters we have for testing moisture in wood subfloors and wood products. Anything flooring related, I'm responsible for it. I know that we typically will have a Q&A session here, and there will be questions after the fact. Maybe I don't get to everything. So my direct contact information, if for whatever reason you have a question after the fact, or I'm not able to get to your question, or maybe I get to it but I don't answer it the way it makes sense to you, or I missed the whole point of the question. My phone number is 800-634-9961. My direct extension is 235. So again, email in your questions if you have them. I'll definitely get to as many of them as possible. I have one here from Larry that's a very project-specific question that I probably would not be able to do it justice on this this video Q&A. So Larry, I will contact you specifically so that we can talk about your the project and the questions that you have about it. Thanks for the question. Another question from Larry. This one I can definitely take care of. Do your probes require periodic calibration? Because the Rapid RH 4.0, the orange version of our concrete moisture testing system, is a single usage device, Larry, the part that is in the concrete is the part that has all of the accuracy, if you will, or the measurement piece of the whole puzzle. And so with every box or container of sensors that you get, you have a NIST traceable certificate of calibration that comes with it that has a calibration date, and those sensors are good for 2 years from that calibration date. Where you get into the recalibration or questions regarding that comes down to if you're using a sensor over and over again. Some of the competitive products that are out there are all reusable systems, so that you will have a sensor inside of a vacant sleeve, and you'll move that sensor from sleeve to sleeve to sleeve. Every time you're moving it, every time you're taking it in and out of holes, in and out of harsh environments, you get into a situation where the likelihood of losing a certain amount of calibration is very high. So the ASTM standard says that when you have a reusable system that you're using like that, every 30 days that you have to go through and take those sensors and put them into a salt solution that generates a very specific relative humidity, and compare what you're reading on that sensor to that salt solution. And then once a year you have to send them back to the manufacturer. Again, with the system that you're using, the Rapid RH 4.0, the sensor that's in the concrete is only used once, and you have that certificate that shows its accuracy. Sometimes what people think is they think that that reader that goes into the sensor that gives you the information, that displays the information, that there's something that can lose calibration there. And I always tell people that that really is the stupid part of the whole system. All that reader is doing is it is displaying whatever the smart part, the piece that's in the concrete, is telling it to display. So as long as that reader is reading, it's reading accurately. One of the questions I get a lot is regarding slab thickness, especially for slabs on grade. Obviously, construction documents, it's the easiest way to get it. If there's doing rehab work, there's trenching going on. It's nice to be able to see that because it gives you a good picture of what the slab thickness is. Also gives you an idea of whether or not there's an intact vapor retarder or vapor retarder period that's underneath. But If for whatever reason those things are lacking or you're unable to get a hold of them, the way that I hear people are doing it out in the field is that they are taking a smaller diameter drill bit and they are drilling in a couple of places on that slab all the way through. Once they're through, they take a piece of pliable wire, they make a J-hook in it, and they'll push it down through the slab until it pops out at the bottom, pull it up until they feel a resistance, mark it with the Sharpie, pull it all the way out, and you can compare where the Sharpie mark is to where the radius in the hook was, the J-hook, and get a relatively good idea of what the slab thickness is. I definitely am not saying that they're going out and making Swiss cheese out of this slab, but it definitely is something where doing a couple of spots like that gives you the ability to have some kind of comparative information on the job. They also do make a device that's available that you can put on top of the concrete, and it will, based on something called echo impact, it will actually give you a relatively close idea of what the thickness of the slab is in different areas. A non-destructive test. The downside to it is that it costs about $2,500 for the device, so it's not something that's practical for most people that are doing testing out there. So, all right, well, it looks like those are the questions that I have. If, again, for whatever reason you think of something after the fact and you'd like to get a hold of me, it's Jason Spangler, 800-634-9961, extension 235. Thanks and have a great day.